We've all grown accustomed to seeing a bunch of cool, overpowered weapons in various spy movies, ranging from hidden pistols to devices that can paralyze someone in seconds. However, while we may not know about the spy weapons currently used by intelligence agencies, we can look at the classified materials from previous generations used in various undercover operations. The first such weapon is a shooting cigarette. The first shooting cigarette, the Val Woodbine, was made in Britain during World War II. Later, Americans took an interest in this development. They adapted a cigar into a gun and called it the Val cigar. Of course, it couldn't be smoked, but some men still crushed their cigarettes before smoking. Developers of hidden weapons exploited this habit. The disposable cigarette weapon consisted of a barrel to which a breech with a steel bullet and a primer was attached. Right behind it was a striker with a spring. This device was wrapped in cigarette paper with a filter attached at the back. To fire the Val Woodbine, the filter was broken, a thin wire pin was pulled out, and a button was pressed with a fingernail. With enough skill, one could kill an opponent at close range unnoticed. The subsequent models had no easier mechanism. There were also simpler versions with explosives. The assassination scenario was quite common. Someone would be offered a cigarette, and lighting it would activate the detonator mechanism, causing a strong explosion and severely injuring their face. So before asking a spy for a cigarette, think twice. The second weapon is a real shooting glove. Quentin Tarantino's film Inglourious Basterds has many historical liberties, but surprisingly, the shooting glove used by characters in one scene is not among them. During the Japanese War under jungle cover, the Japanese often got close to American troops and attacked. Stanley Haight invented the shooting glove as a self-defense tool that workers could always have on them without occupying their hands. The captain showed his drawings to his superiors in July 1943. The Navy approved the project, and on August 25th, Sledgley was asked to produce 25 experimental samples for testing. The patent for the glove gun was registered later, on February 29, 1944. The weapon was officially designated Hand Firing Mechanism Mk2. According to various estimates, Sledgley made only 50 to 200 such gloves. The design was simple: a short smooth barrel, a mechanism that fired upon impact when the protruding trigger rod met the target, and a .38 caliber Smith & Wesson or .38 special cartridge. The gun had a simple safety and was attached to the back of a leather work glove with 6 brass rivets. Some publications on the history of American intelligence claim that the gloves were handed over to the Office of Strategic Services, the predecessor of the CIA. Therefore, it's safe to assume that these developments were used by spy units or teams needing to act quickly and covertly at some point. The third spy weapon on our list might seem like an ordinary gun, but it's almost entirely made of glass. Back then, various shooting objects like pens, lighters, watches, rings, canes, and cigarette cases were well known. The problem was that any metal weapon was easily detected by metal detectors at airports and building entrances for important events. For this purpose, Western publications report that a gun was created from glass, ceramic, and plastic parts, invisible to detection devices. This wonder weapon appeared in the late 1980s to early 1990s in CIA labs, named the Glass Gun. It became known due to a publication in the 1995 issue of Modern Gun, which used a leak from secret agencies. Externally, it was an ordinary classic pistol with a magazine holding 15 rounds. The only external difference was a round cylindrical barrel. Both the barrel and pistol's exterior were ceramic. The weapon had no safety, so the gun had to be in combat mode immediately after loading. The internal parts were partially made of plastic, partially of special glass. This gun could only be used at a distance of no more than 25 meters. However, for a shot during a covert operation, spies wouldn't need more. Umbrella-based spy weapons have fascinated both real-life intelligence agencies and the general public, particularly due to their unexpected and covert nature. Unlike the fantastical bullet-stopping umbrellas seen in movies like Kingsman, real-life spy umbrellas were designed with more practical and sinister functions. When long umbrellas became popular worldwide, spies quickly adopted them, transforming these everyday items into lethal tools. There were three types of umbrella weapons: umbrella guns, umbrellas with long thin stilettos, and umbrellas with poison needles that extended when a special lever was pressed. These adaptations allowed agents to discreetly carry out assassinations and other covert operations without drawing attention. The most infamous use of an umbrella weapon was the assassination of Bulgarian writer and journalist Georgy Markov in 1978. Markov's death brought the world's attention to the deadly potential of these devices. As he stood at a bus stop in London, he felt a sudden prick in his thigh, noticing a man with an umbrella walking away quickly. Within days, Markov fell seriously ill and eventually died. An autopsy revealed that he had been poisoned with ricin, delivered via a small pellet injected into his leg using the umbrella. This case highlighted the precision and cold-blooded efficiency of such spy tools. The use of umbrella weapons wasn't just limited to poisoning. Some models were designed to fire projectiles functioning as discrete firearms. These umbrella guns could be used at close range to take out targets swiftly and silently. Similarly, umbrellas with hidden stilettos provided a means for silent and quick stabbings, making them versatile tools for various assassination scenarios. The development of these weapons underscored the lengths to which intelligence agencies would go to carry out their missions. By leveraging common items like umbrellas, spies could blend into their surroundings and execute their tasks with minimal risk of detection. This ingenuity is a testament to the covert operations of the Cold War era, where blending in was just as crucial as the weapon itself. Lastly, the final weapon was typically used not by spies but by spy women. One of the favorite methods of the Soviet security services was honey trapping, where the charming KGB agent girl would be sent to extract secret information from a foreigner. This might explain the large number of Soviet female accessories displayed in Western specialized spy museums. Examples include a lipstick tube that could shoot a 4.5mm bullet at a lover of Soviet girls. Indeed, there were many weapons associated with lipstick. The lipstick might not necessarily shoot. There was also a poisonous lipstick version, where the agent applied it and then kissed the enemy to death. However, this carried a high risk of self-poisoning, so using such lipstick required maximum caution. Poisonous lipstick as a weapon was a real thing used in the world of espionage, especially during the Cold War. Alongside the infamous lipstick pistol known as the Kiss of Death, there were also lipsticks designed to deliver deadly poisons like ricin and cyanide. These lethal lipsticks could either poison someone when applied or when kissed onto the target. The idea was to use something as ordinary as lipstick to catch people off guard. Female spies could carry out their missions while looking perfectly normal. This clever use of everyday items turned them into deadly tools, showing just how creative and ruthless spy tactics could be during that era. For a closer look at these and other spy gadgets, the International Spy Museum offers exhibits that showcase the innovative and often strange methods used by intelligence agencies to stay ahead in the secretive world of espionage. This museum highlights the fascinating and dangerous lengths to which spies would go to complete their missions.